Hey friends, Book Dragons, I'm back. So I am participating in Ramadan this year and I am Team Fantasy, so Team Fantasy. And this weekend's Peace Talks, which actually is perfect because I have been reading all week, but it's before we go back to school, so I'm really excited to get some reading done. And I have a very hard time making decisions. So I made a really cool spinner wheel that has a bunch of props. The thing with Peace Talks is like you read quick and shorter books because you get double points and you're just trying to finish as many as you can in the weekend. So a lot of these steps I put on here are shorter options. So I'm gonna roll 2 times. So I can have an audiobook and an ebook or like a physical book, whatever it is. So there are a bunch of prompts and we're gonna roll first for my physical book and then we're gonna roll for my audiobook, and then we'll talk about the first book I'm gonna try to finish once Peace Talks start. I'm gonna go through Cassidy's time frame or like her time zone just because I'll get more reading done because Sunday night I pretty much die at like 6 and then I don't really read after that. So yeah, let's take a peek of my reel, and this is where we're gonna roll for my physical book or my physical reading first. Ooh, we got a middle grade mystery. Actually, I have the perfect book for this. I'm on a vlog tour for it. I think it's cheating a little bit because it's more fantasy, but there is always a mystical element. So I'm gonna go get it and then we'll chat through that. So I'll be right back. This actually works perfectly because it is a fantasy book, but it does have like a mystery plotline. So I'm picking up Witchling, The Golden Frog Games by Clara Bell A. Ortega. This comes out May 2nd. I'm on a blog tour for it, so I had to read it pretty soon anyway. And I tend to fly through these books. It's like 384 pages, but the font is so big. And this is the second book in her Witchling series. Sorry, my puppy is walking close to me and she has knocked over my ring light every single time she's done this. So I'm going to pick up this book. This will be the book I'm going to start reading first. And it's probably going to take me probably all night just because it's a bit longer, but this will be the book that I start with, and I'm on a blog tour, so I was afraid I wasn't going to get to read. We just got our e-arcs like on Monday, but the physical copy came, and yeah, so I'm going to read this. I'm actually glad that I have it because that means I don't have to read it during the school week. So this one will be my first physical book that I read, and I'm going to probably start this now once the puppy's taken care of. And then let's talk about, don't knock over my ring light. Don't knock over my ring light. Sorry, my puppy's like knocking over my ring light. Hey, you want to see her? Okay, there she is. Alright, she's in the corner. She's probably causing mischief like always. Alright, and then let's... I know. Oh no, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, we have to put the pause. We have to pause. Kissing me, but now we're gonna do the audiobook that I'm gonna pick up, and I'm just gonna see what comes up. I have a lot of prompts on here that aren't all gonna get picked, but ooh, okay, so I think what I'm gonna pick up, I don't know the name of it, but it is like a really quick one. I'm gonna pick up the next T.E. Kinsey book. I'm gonna go get the title for you because I don't remember what it is, but I do have the audiobook because it's like read and listen on Kindle Unlimited, and we'll go through the summary of that, and then in post I'll attach the photo here. Wow. So the book I'm going to be reading is In the Market for Murder, a Lady Hardcastle mystery, and I really like book 1. It's about this like 2 characters. They had like a very exciting life. They were like involved in spy and espionage, I think, and then they moved to this small quaint English town and murder occurs. And I don't know what this one's about, but it takes place in spring 1909. And a local farmer turns up dead in a pub, and yeah, it's not that long. I think these are like it's like 269 pages, and it's probably like 4 hours, so I'll probably like do this tomorrow in the morning when I'm like doing some errands. And then the first book I'm probably going to pick up at 5 just so I could get one done is Barb, the Last Berserker, book 1 by Dan and Jason, and this is just a really quick book. I don't even know how many pages it is, but this will be the one that I'm going to read to kick off Peace Talks, like when that time starts, because it's just a graphic novel. It's not that long, but I got it for free and I've been trying to read my books, and I'll probably bring it to school with me and give it to one of my kids because they like graphic novels. So yeah, that is my reading plans. I will check in with you guys when I read about about 100 pages of this just because it is a sequel and I need to like get myself back to the world and remember. So I'll probably check in with you guys when I get to chapter 10. I remember really liking book 1 and I'm excited. So I'm gonna go read this and I will check in with you guys when I make some progress. Yeah, so, and I don't know if I'm gonna listen to anything tonight. If I have to take the puppy for a walk, I will probably grab my audiobook. I'm gonna go set that up on my Kindle and on my Audible app, but now I'm gonna go set up film all my videos and stuff like that, so I'm all ready for Ramadan to start Peace Talks, because they're starting I think at 5 my time, I think, and I'm just gonna go through their timetable. But yeah, I'm excited to read Witchlings. Barb will be another one, and I'm just gonna try to get as much reading done as possible. For me, we're heading into sort of a stressful couple of weeks with my show going up. I just want to get as much reading done as I can, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'll talk to you guys when I have an update about Witchlings. Bye, Book Dragons. Book Dragons, I'm back. So I did wind up reading the first 56 pages in Witchlings, the Golden Frog games, and I'm really liking it. It's definitely a very different setting from book 1. So basically what the premise of this series is, you have 3 girls, and in the first book they're basically called spares, which means they don't have a coven, and they're kind of like the ostracized people of the society, and then they kind of had to team up to form their own coven, and things go from there, and they're in 3 very different headspaces. And the main character you're following, I think you're following 7 in this book, she has a power that no one knows about, and that's kind of thing. But they're at like kind of like the witching Olympics, and they all have like an element to the story. I'm really liking it. About 56 pages in. I'm probably gonna make this like a book I read most of the time tomorrow, but it's a very quick read. But because we are about to start Ramadan in like literally 2 minutes, I am gonna focus on these 2 tonight. Barb and the Last Berserker, book 1 that I got from Simon & Schuster when I went to Comic-Con. It's like a really quick graphic novel. And also Hanging with Vampires by Isha Fitzpatrick from Quirk. This came out in March, and this was just like an older book that came out. But it does have a map, which means I can use this for my Aurelium TBR and not have to worry about the other one that I was gonna read. Yeah, so I'm like really excited. So I'm going to read through Barb and then give you guys my thoughts, because it shouldn't be that long. It's like not that long of a book. And then I'm gonna read through this and give you guys my thoughts, and then give you guys a time check. I'm also gonna probably watch Ramadan sprints because they're starting now. And then I'm also watching the new season of Doogie Howser, but the Disney Plus version with Elizabeth Payton Smith. Can never say her name. Lahea, I think her name is. But I'm really liking that. So, Witchlings, I read about 50 pages. I'm gonna go to Barb next, check in with you guys, and then I'm gonna hang with vampires and just see what everyone else is reading. I'm excited. I am liking this. I just feel like I need like another like 100 pages just to like feel connected to all the characters, because right now we're just in Seven's point of view. And it's different. It reminds me a little bit of like the Keeper of the Lost City series, like the way that the story is going now, because in that series, Sophie can only talk to a unicorn, so it's very different, but also these creatures are a little bit on the darker side. So yeah, I will see you guys with an update when I'm done with Barb, and we will chat. Bye, Book Dragons. Book Dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a quick update. I just woke up. It's like almost 8:30, so I did actually do a bunch. I wound up doing a couple of my craft projects for my show, which I've been putting off because I was off all week and I didn't want to think about work. But I did wind up listening to about an hour of my next T.E. Kinsey book, which is my audiobook. It's really short. I'm hoping I could squeeze in a bike ride later and like make some significant progress on that and maybe finish it at some point today, but it looks like it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna try to go outside and read while I can. But I am still about 56 pages into Witchlings, the Golden Frog games, which I'm gonna make my priority read today. And I'm also about 19 pages into Hanging with Vampires by Isha Fitzpatrick. This I think will just be like a shorter read that I will finish probably tonight at some point. But my goal for today is to finish this and make this my priority, because it will give my team a bunch of bonus points, because it's technically like a mixed genre because it's fantasy with a mystery in it. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to go read, and I will update you guys when I can. My goal is to update you guys when I get to page 100, whenever that is. So I'll have to read about 50 more pages. I'm also reading watching the new Doogie Howser. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to enjoy the last couple of days. This next week we're going into is gonna be a bit busy because it's testing season for my school. We have our state English test, I think. I can't remember which one comes first. So they're going to be taking tests and I'm going to be in a hallway, which means I can only really read my ebooks. So I don't really have any ebooks on my current TBR because I finished them all. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to read for that tomorrow at some point. But yeah, all right, I'm going to go read this, read about 50 pages, and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye, Book Dragons. Dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a quick update. I did wind up reading about 100 pages or 200 pages in Witchlings, The Golden Frog Games by Claribel Ortega. I'm really liking this book. It definitely gives me like Olympic vibes because there is like a bunch of competitions that gives me like Olympic vibes, but I love the world and I think the characters in this are very, very fun and very, very different. The one thing I wish that this book did is I wish it was in all the characters' point of views because you get 3 very different characters, but you're only in 7's point of view. I think the book would have been a bit stronger if we got the other characters' point of view because they're all doing such different things. I do like the main character 7 that were in the point of view. I just wish we saw the other characters a little bit more because they're all doing such different things, and normally when I read a book like that I like to see the other point of views because they are very, very different and I'm just enjoying it. It's like fun. It's very, very quick. There is definitely a mystery that's being kind of diffused through the whole story about people being turned into stone, and that's like the mystery. And because they are spares, they are like basically treated as second-class citizens and they're not like really liked by anyone because they don't have a coven, but then they make their own coven. And then our main character 7 is being able to hear things, creatures that she shouldn't be able to hear. One of the characters is in a new romantic relationship and the other character is kind of in one of the competitions. So it's very, very unique. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to read another like 100 pages. Let's see, what would that bring me to? So bring to 200. Yeah, it would probably bring me up to like chapter 17. And that would probably be when I'm going to give you like my next update, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. Right now it is about 10:12, so I should be able to read it pretty quickly. I'm really flying through it. I'm also watching some videos and I'm watching the new Camilla Hayao Doogie Howser, which I'm really liking, but it's like a nice relaxing day. I do want to go for a bike ride later, but it's going to rain, so I'm trying to like measure that out. And then once I finish this, I'm probably going to read a graphic novel to kind of give my team some more points. And I do have a couple of projects I have to do later. Like I have to film later, but I'm going to listen to my audiobook when I do that. And I want to like revamp my Instagram a little bit. So I have to do a couple of like sit down projects, but I might do that later or tomorrow. So we'll see. But I do have to do a couple more things before I head back to work because I feel like this break really was a break. But I love this cover. It's so pretty. It's like pastel, which is my favorite colors. So yeah, I'm going to go read a little bit more. I'm going to read 100 pages and then I'll give you guys an update. But so far, I'm really liking it. It's a fun read, very, very quick. I think the diversity in this is very, very infused. It's like when I read Mary Lou. It's like seamless diversity. Like when I read an Illuminate file books or something by Amy Kaufman, it's very, very seamless. And I think Claribel Ortega is doing that as well. And I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm going to go read a bit more and I'll give you guys a time check to see how long it took me to read it. But I'm also, again, I'm not reading straight through. I'm also like watching other things. So it might take me a little bit while longer, but yeah, I'm really, really liking it. So I'm going to go back to reading and then I'll give you guys an update. I'm not going to talk spoilers about it, but at the end, I'll give you guys like the full series thoughts. But so far I'm enjoying it. I'm happy that I got this in the mail because, you know, I'm really, really bad at reading sequels, but this one came in the mail, so I had to read it. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye, Book Dragons. Hey, Big Dragons, I'm back. Sorry, I was trying to film this clip. My mom made me laugh, so I had to restart. But I did want to say that I'm about 200 pages into The Gold Frog Games by Claribel Ortega. This is the second Witchlings book, and I'm really liking it. I remember when I first read Witchlings book 1, Claribel Ortega did a lot of press, but she was like, I want to create a book that has similar elements to the popular elements in HP, but for a new generation with without all the controversy that J.K. Rowling has dealt with. So I'm really liking that part. It's more like, I wouldn't say it's even sort of like Goblet of Fire or like the Hunger Games, because it's more like the Olympics. Like she's taking elements of the Olympics and sort of making it into a story, and there's different like competitions that happen. Sorry, my puppy's very, very loud. And I don't want to be mean to her and take her toy away. But I'm liking that. The one thing that I think would make this book a bit stronger is if we got all the character point of views, because we have 3 main characters and we don't have all their point of views, and their point of views are so different. So I think that would make the story a little bit highlighter, because you're kind of stuck in Seven's point of view, and she's very interesting, but I do like the other characters as well. I'm just enjoying it. It's like a fun time. I think the pacing has a few issues, but other than that, it's a really, really fun read. I'm also read about, I think about 3 hours left in my audiobook for A Market for Murder by T.E. Kinsey, and I'm liking that. It's like a murder mystery, but it's like definitely Regency-esque, which I'm really liking. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys another update when I get up to page like 300, which will be another 100 pages. I'm also watching the new Doogie Howser, which I'm really liking. Like, I think that whole cast is just really, really fun. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a bit more. Sorry, my puppy might come in and say hi. No, you don't want to? Okay, that's cool. She's watching me as I'm filming. My ring light's over here and she knocked it over before. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. I really hope to finish this book today. Hey, no blanket. So I can give more points to Enya. We'll see. That's the goal. My allergies really suck today. This has not been a good allergy week for me. And I didn't take my allergy medicine, so I feel like a bit like I'm in like a fog. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon for another update. Hopefully in a little bit, because I want to finish this book tonight, but we have quite a bit to go, so talk to you guys in a bit. Bye, Book Dragons. Book Dragons, I do have some updates. I did wind up getting a bunch of reading done inadvertently. I wound up just binge reading the rest of Witchlings, The Golden Frog Games by Claribel Hotegra. So this was 384 pages, which was what I really wanted for Cyrus. I wanted to and yeah, I wanted to read one pretty big book to give them a bunch of points. This is a hybrid drama. It is a YA book or a middle grade book, so I got a bunch of points for them. I liked it. I think it's probably going to be like a 3.5 when I put it into my spreadsheet. It was okay. I think the expansive world didn't really work for me, and I felt like I needed more point of view characters, but it was fun. I would definitely read more books in this series. The ending kind of ended off with a bang, and this cover is super pretty. And then I just finished my audiobook In a Market for Murder by T.E. Kinsey. That was my audiobook, the second book in the Lady Hardcastle series, which I really, really liked. I think I'm just enjoying this series, so I got the second book. And now we're going to roll both times and see what I'm reading. I was going to pick up a graphic novel, but I'm just not feeling a graphic novel, so we're going to see what the wheel says. First, we're going to ring for a physical book or like a actual book to read. And let's see what gets picked. Ooh, something from Kindle Unlimited. Huh, it means I'll have to get something on my... Huh. Alright, let me go see if I can find something short on Kindle Unlimited. Let's see if I have anything that could work. I don't actually know. I was really in the mood for something short. So let me go... I guess I could read the next T.E. Kinsey. Alright, let me go see what I have out and anything short, and I'll try to report back. So yeah, let me go do that, because I wasn't planning on getting this. I'm planning on getting this for my audiobook, but it could be fun. I never use Kindle Unlimited really, but I just like to have the options. Let me go see if I have something that will work, that's short, and then I'll report back. Bye, Book Dragons. So I think I'm just going to take that as my audiobook and pick up the next T.E. Kinsey as a physical book. And then just do another roll because I'm having a hard time with Kindle Unlimited right now. A lot of books I do want to read are just super long, and I don't want to do that for a readathon. So my T.E. Kinsey will be my audiobook if I wind up listening to any audiobooks today. And then my physical book will be a novella, which is actually perfect because I do have to read something super short. So let me go find something that's super short. A novella for me is like under about 200 pages. So let me just see if I can find something that's in that area. Or even if it's not a novella, it's like a really, really short book. So let me go find something. I was going to read Sue and Her Shadow. This is also 215 pages, so this might count. But let me go see if there's anything like super short that I could read. And then I'll check back in with you guys. So I'll be back. Bye, Book Dragons. For a novella, I think I'm going to pick up Sue and Her Shadow just to kind of barrel through and read it because I was in the middle of it. And then I'll roll again. I'm just like, I want to read as much as I can today, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. So my goal is to read this, to wrap this book up. Basically, it's about a girl named Sue. She winds up moving to a small town with her dad, and her shadow comes to life. That's it. I got this from Comic-Con when I went, so it's just like an arc. Actually, it's a full-length novel, but this is what it's about. So I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to see what the next roll is. I don't really have it. I'm not the biggest novella fan. I'll be very, very honest. And there's nothing like I really want to read novella-wise. So I'm going to read this because it is super short and I could probably power through it and finish it pretty quickly. And then if I wind up going for a walk today, I will pick up my T.E. Kinsey. So I don't know. That is the plan. I'm going to go power through and finish this, and then we'll check back in when I'm done. I do have some mystery options. I really would love to get a mystery book in here at some point, but there was nothing on Kindle Unlimited that really screams. So T.E. Kinsey will be my audiobook that I'm going to read at some point today, or at least listen to. I definitely probably won't finish it, but I am going to go read. Alright, so update. I did decide for my T.E. Kinsey is going to be from Kindle Unlimited, and that is just going to be what the decision is. And now let me roll again and see what I'm going to pick up. My backup book would be a graphic novel, like if the prompt doesn't work. So let me see what it gives me. Okay. So it is novella. I'm going to pick up a graphic novel instead just because I think it kind of works and it will do the same exact thing. And then if I wind up going on novella again, I'll just pick something else. But I'm going to go finish this. I started this last night. I got like 39 pages in. It's about a girl that shadow comes to life. Really simple plot. But I got this from Comic-Con and I'm going to a new conference at the end of June and I want to kind of get through all of my books that I got for free, that I have more room on my shelf. So yeah, I'm going to go finish this. If I have time to go walk, I will definitely pick up my T.E. Kinsey. I just have to download the new one that I have. And I will talk to you guys for a new update when I'm done with Sue and her shadow, which shouldn't take me that long. It's only, I think it's like 235 pages, so it shouldn't really take me that long. So I will see you guys in a bit. Bye, Book Dragons. Book Dragons, I'm back. So I just want to do an update. I did want to finish Sue and the Shadow by Ginger Lee, illustrated by Molly Parks. And I enjoyed it. I don't think it was my favorite. Again, I sometimes struggle with shorter things and I think Peace Talks is just not, I mean, I like doing Peace Talks because it's fun, but I just like don't really do well with short things, so I'm never going to read a ton, or the stuff I read I'm not going to love. I'm probably going to put this in a bin for my students and give it to them at the end of the year because that's kind of what I'm doing now because I have seniors and I want to give them all something before they leave. But I liked it. Basically, it follows a main character that shadow kind of has a personality of its own and people kind of get taken over by their shadow. It was fun. They have my favorite trope, which is like a trio of characters working together. Definitely eerie, very creepy. I would say it does deal with a lot of like modern issues like bullying and family dynamics, and it does have like a supernatural element to it. So I liked it. I gave it like 3 stars. I got this for free at Comic-Con, so you know what? I enjoyed it. It's gonna be a new fave? No. So I'm also listening to the newest, well, not the newest, but newest for me, Lady Hardcastle book. So that is called Death Around the Bend, and this is the 3rd book in that series. So I'm gonna see, like, you know, work-wise, like what I could read next. And I have like a lot of options. If it does do Kindle Unlimited, I'm not gonna pick something for that because I'm already listening to a Kindle Unlimited book and I did not find anything when I was looking. Ooh, a gender blend. What can I read for gender blend? You know what? I have a good idea. I may regret this, but I think I'm gonna pick up the first volume of Spy Family, and I think I'm gonna read that. That's been something I've been interested in, so let me go get that, and then we'll chat through it. Never read a manga before, so I'm excited to start this. But I'm nervous because I've never read anything like this before, but I have heard really good things. And like we were on I was on Sprints last night with Riley and she said that's what she would call this. She would call it like a gender blend because there really is no main genre. It's kind of like an action comedy, which is what she said. So I'm going to read this. It's not that long, but I've never read a manga before. So I'm going to give it a shot. And this will count for a good amount of points, I think, as well. So I'm excited to start this. I was interested in watching the anime as well, but this will be my next book and I'll be able to probably finish it relatively quickly. But yeah, that's my plan. So I'm gonna go read this and then we'll see like what time it is, time-wise what it is. And if I think I could finish something else, I'm gonna try to find some shorter things to read, nothing super big. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go start Spy Family, and when I'm done with Spy Family, I'll give you guys my thoughts. A lot of people have rocked this for me, so I'm excited. My friend Sarah actually gave this to me, so it will probably count on the prompt where, like, is not, you didn't buy this, it was gifted, or you didn't pay for it. So yeah, I'm gonna go read this, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit for my update. Hopefully I read it quickly. It's not that long, and I want to enjoy it, so I'm gonna go read it. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, Book Dragons. Dragons, I'm back. So I did want to say that I did want to finishing Spy Family Volume 1. I put Volume 1 on my bookshelf because I was going to read Volume 2. But I really liked it. I just am being lazy and don't want to get booktube because it's over there. But I enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. It was fun. And I was like super hesitant going into reading manga. But I really liked it. I think like reading books the other side is just a bit complicated for me because I'm not like used to it. but I like thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I'm definitely gonna make this be like my read that I just have when I need some palette cleansers, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna actually end this vlog. During Peace Talks, I was able to complete 5 things. So I read Baza and the Berserker, and that was in the first book I read in this. It was like the graphic novel. Then I read The Witchlings. Then I read the T.E. Kinsey book, which I gave 4 stars to. Then I read Sue in the Shadow, which I gave 3 stars to. And then I read Spy Family Volume 1, which I gave 5 stars to. So I had a pretty good Peace Talks. I've never done this readathon before, but it is incredibly motivating. So yeah, now I'm gonna go start my next reading vlog, which means I'm heading back to work. I'm still gonna do a very, very fantasy heavy week because I still am on Team Elma or Team Enya, which is fantasy. But yeah, I hope you guys like this reading vlog. And yeah, I'm excited to participate for the rest of the month. I'm also doing a lot of stuff for my other readathons, but this is the priority. So I'll talk to you guys soon for another video. It will be another fantasy focused reading vlog. Until the end of the month, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, Book Dragons. Tell me in the comments if you participated in Peace Talks or Run With Them. What was your favorite book? For me, it was definitely the Spy Family series that I found. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, Book Dragons.